So I'm going to show you how to make a really interesting watermelon salad. So I'm starting with a little personal size watermelon, but you could do this with a large watermelon if you were having a huge crowd of people. And I just think that this is a great way to do it because you don't have to deal with the rinds. The rinds you can pickle or you can put them in your compost. So all I did was cut up in half my personal watermelon. I like to use these because they have very few seeds. Now I'm going to leave the seeds in, but you can dig them out if you want to. They're not going to hurt you if you eat them. So we get rid of the rind. And you want to take off as much of that white part as you see on the watermelon, because we want to cube this. So then once you do that, and watermelon can be very slippery, so you want to be careful and use a nice sharp knife. You want to cut it up into slices. And then just turn them over and cut them into bite-sized pieces, like so. Isn't that easy? Then I just add them to the watermelon that I already have cut up in a bowl. So for this recipe, you need about 2 cups, 3 cups of watermelon. So now we have our watermelon. So we want to put that in a beautiful bowl. So there's our watermelon. Put that in. And where does this recipe come from that I'm doing for you today? Well, I'm actually taking my inspiration from the city of Prato. Prato is a wonderful city, not far from Florence, and I love it because once I read a book about the merchant of Prato, who was Francesco Dattini, and he was a merchant. And I read this book, and I also read that in the city of Prato, they have a watermelon festival every year. And it's the mayor of the city who goes down to the piazza, and in the fountain are watermelons. And he is the first one to cut into the watermelon of the season. Isn't that great? So now I'm going to add some strawberries. So we have some cut strawberries. And we want some avocado with this. I think this is a very nice addition. So get yourself a nice avocado, and then just take a spoon and dig it out of its shell. Just like that. You want to put it into some lemon juice beforehand so that it doesn't turn brown on you, because when avocado is exposed to air, it will turn brown. So we're going to add some avocado to our strawberries. And then we want some onion with this. So some sweet red onion, thin slices that you can just cut up into small pieces. Add them. Isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful summer salad. And then we want some cheese, of course. And here, kind of going a little off the traditional bend, I'm using some Feta cheese, which we know is a Greek cheese. But hey, the Greeks were in Italy, weren't they? So we can use it. So there's our cheese. Not too much salt, because we have the salt in that Feta cheese. And then we need some olive oil. And for this, I would use a good, either organic or extra virgin olive oil. You pour it right over the top like that. This is as healthy as it's going to get, folks. And then you toss. And when your guests eat this, they're going to be very, very surprised, because they're usually used to eating just watermelon by itself. But that's so ho-hum. This is unique. So that's how you do a watermelon salad.